Marcus wiped the sweat from his forehead as he hammered the last shingle onto the roof. At 68, he probably shouldn't be up here anymore, but money was tight and hiring someone wasn't an option. Then it happened. His foot slipped on a loose board. 1 second he was standing, the next he was falling through the air. The ground came fast. Dad! His son, Julian, dropped the rake he was holding and sprinted across the yard. His heart pounded in his chest as he knelt beside his father's motionless body. Dad! Dad! Can you hear me? Julian's voice cracked with panic. Nothing. Marcus lay completely still, eyes closed. Help! Somebody help! Julian screamed into the afternoon air. Mrs. Chen from next door came running. She took one look at Marcus and said, "We need to get him to the hospital. Now." Together they lifted him into her car. Julian held his father's head steady as Mrs. Chen sped through red lights, horn blaring. At County General Hospital, doctors swarmed around Marcus. Julian and his mother, Rosa, waited in the hallway, holding each other. Finally, Dr. Peterson emerged, clipboard in hand. His face said everything before he even spoke. "Your father has severe spinal trauma," he said slowly. "He needs emergency surgery within 48 hours, or he'll be paralyzed from the waist down. Permanently." Rosa gasped. "Then do it. Please, operate on him." Dar. Peterson shook his head. "It's not that simple. This type of surgery isn't covered by your insurance plan. And there's only one surgeon in the region qualified to perform it, Dr. Sofia Martinez. Her fee is $85,000. The number hit Julian like a punch to the gut. 85,000? Rosa's voice was barely a whisper. "I'm sorry. I wish there was another way." Dr. Peterson walked away, leaving them in the fluorescent-lit hallway. That night, Julian sat in his father's room at the hospital, watching the steady rise and fall of his chest. His mother had gone home to rest, but Julian couldn't leave. He closed his eyes and folded his hands. "God," he whispered, "I don't have money. I don't have connections. But I know you can do the impossible. Please, send us a miracle. Send us Dr. Martinez." Over the next 3 days, Julian prayed. Morning, noon, and night. At the hospital. At home. Even while he was working. His mother grew frustrated. "Julian, stop this. Praying won't pay for surgery. We need to figure out a payment plan or—" "Mom, faith is all we have left," Julian interrupted gently. "I believe God will answer." "God doesn't work like that, Mijo." Rosa's eyes were red from crying. "We need to be realistic." But Julian didn't stop. He couldn't. On the 4th night, a massive storm rolled through the county. Thunder shook the windows. Rain pounded the roof like drums. Around 9 p.m., there was a loud knock at the door. Julian opened it to find a woman standing on his porch, completely soaked. Mud covered her designer coat and jeans. Her hair was plastered to her face. "I'm so sorry to bother you," she said, shivering. "My car got stuck in the mud about half a mile down the road. My phone's dead. Could I possibly use your phone to call a tow truck?" "Of course. Come in, please." Julian stepped aside. Rosa appeared with towels. "Oh, you poor thing. Sit down, let me get you some hot tea." The woman smiled gratefully. "Thank you so much. I'm Emily." "I'm Julian. This is my mom, Rosa." As Emily dried off and sipped tea, Rosa explained about Marcus, the accident, the surgery they couldn't afford, the impossible situation. Emily listened carefully, her expression sympathetic. After a while, Julian glanced at the clock. I'm sorry, excuse me for a moment. It's time for my evening prayer. Emily looked surprised. You pray every night? 3 times a day, actually, Julian said. Since my dad's accident. And you really believe it makes a difference? Julian met her eyes. I have to believe. Because without faith, we have nothing left. He stepped into the small living room, knelt beside the worn couch, and began to pray aloud. God, I'm asking again. I know you hear me. My father needs Dr. Sofia Martinez. I don't know how you'll do it, but I trust that you will. Please, God. Send her to us. Work your miracle. When he returned to the kitchen, Emily was staring at him with an unreadable expression. You're praying for Dr. Martinez? Her voice was strange. Yes. She's the only one who can save my dad. Emily set down her teacup. Her hand was shaking. What's wrong? Rosa asked. Emily looked at Julian, then at Rosa. Tears began streaming down her face. I need to tell you something. Do you believe this was just a coincidence? Comment, I believe in God, if you want to see what happens next in part 2. Follow Aspire Stories so you don't miss it tomorrow.